Joining me now with reaction, former New York City mayor and former 2008 Republican presidential candidate Rudy Giuliani. Good evening, Rudy Giuliani. To get you here on a Saturday night. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. All right, let's hit it. Surprised?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Jim was an assistant U.S. attorney who worked for me for 3 years. I trained him. I've great confidence in him. I think you work with him. You know what a straight arrow is. I was shocked back in July when he
both of us shocked, blown away.
I mean, in fact, I was actually shocked that he laid out almost a prosecutorial memo.
He laid out a prima facie case.
Absolutely. And then he came to the conclusion that he shouldn't come to, the Justice Department should, that she shouldn't be indicted. That's not his job to make that decision. So I was shocked at that.
So he makes this ridiculous decision. But did you hear what I said in the open? No subpoenas, no search warrant, no grand jury impaneled. Immunity.
It does underscore our complaint about his decision originally.
Exactly.
Which is, you didn't do an investigation.
Exactly.
Never presented it to it. Certainly, those facts warrant presenting it to a grand jury. At a minimum.
Yes.
At a minimum.
So why now? What's cooking now?
I don't know. I'm not the fly on the wall. I mean, I'll tell you, it's a very bad strategy that the Clintons are following, which is to challenge him. I mean, I always tell my clients when I'm on the other side, the prosecutor's got all the power. Don't say to him, put out all the evidence.
But here's the thing. Loretta Lynch, you know, that lovely woman who met with Bill Clinton on the tarmac. Huh?
I think she took the Fifth Amendment the other day over the ransom.
She took the Fifth Amendment over the $1.7 million ransom deal. Oh, my God, with Iran.
Taking the Fifth Amendment.
I know. Enough with this Attorney General. But anyway, I just wish I had the whole hour to talk to you. So Loretta Lynch says, look, Comey, we don't want you to go out there and reopen the case, or at least announce that you're reopening it, because we're within this much time.
I thought Loretta Lynch was recused from this case.
Yeah, you and I both. Yeah, clearly. But
by meeting with Bill Clinton in what know had to have been. I mean, I know what happened, and you know what happened. They met together. Loretta Lynch told Clinton was probably annoyed, wanted it over with.
Yes.
She said, "Don't worry, it'll be over with in a week."
Yeah.
In a week. Over the weekend, they interview her. 2 days later, the report's written.
Yeah.
That report had to have been written 2 weeks before.
Not only that, within a week of that, Hillary Clinton comes out and says, if I'm elected, Loretta Lynch will be my attorney general. If this isn't corruption per se, it doesn't exist. But let's talk about the fact that Loretta Lynch supposedly recused herself, obviously never did, but now she's upset with Comey. Clearly, she and Sarah, whatever, Yates, or whatever this other person's name is, Sally Yates. Comey can't get a grand jury without Loretta Lynch, so Comey ain't going anywhere.
Well, this thing will still be open after the election. And I would think, no matter what, a special prosecutor should, look, you want the fair result?
Yes.
A special prosecutor should be appointed. And a special prosecutor, non-Republican, non-Democrat, should redo this whole investigation.
Well, you know Obama's not going to do that, and you know Loretta Lynch isn't going to do that.
Obama should be required to promise that he's not going to pardon any of these Clinton Incorporated. I think it's a racketeering enterprise, frankly.
You and I said that 2 years ago. It's an organized criminal enterprise. It's not a 501(c)(3).
This is I mean, I have a whole bunch of statutes they violated.
You and I do.
But this is a racketeering. This fits the RICO statute.
Yeah.
Clinton Inc. I think it was one of the WikiLeaks that said this is Clinton Inc.
Yes.
All the different parts of it. He gives the speeches. They put the money in the pocket. She does the favors for the governments. It all links up. Why did they destroy 33,000 emails? Because it shows the link.
Yes, it shows. Why did she set up the server in the first place? Because she had something to hide. This is what they do. It's like the mob used to get the phones you could throw out.
Well, yeah, and then they destroy the evidence like the mob.
Of course.
Including banging
with a hammer and bleach pit and all that other lunacy. But most interesting is, do we know if they gave them complete immunity? Like Uma Abedin. Let's talk about Uma.
I haven't seen her name in the immunity list. Now, I don't know. She might have gotten immunity. She might not have gotten immunity.
Cheryl Mills, did she get immunity?
She got partial immunity. I'm not sure I know what that means.
Did you know that Cheryl Mills, who did that charity work for the foundation, where there's the wall between the State Department and the foundation, one of the Korean companies that invested in Haiti gave money to the foundation and gave money to one of Cheryl Mills' companies.
The foundation.
So everybody around them was making their pigs at the trough.
When they say things like, we did good work in these countries, the money in those countries was going to their donors.
So sad.
Like Haiti, for example. some of the money went to one of Hillary's brothers. I mean, so this isn't like the Red Cross. I mean, this is
it's horrible stuff.
You donate to the Clinton Foundation, you get your favors, and then you get your contracts at the other end. You get your money back.
Well, look at this guy, the Nigerian Shaugari,
right?
Who gave them $5 million, $10 million to the initiative and to the foundation.
He made a fortune.
Yeah, he made a fortune, and he's got the land deals in Nigeria. Boko Haram, who's supposed to be the arm of the muscle men in Nigeria, Hillary Clinton doesn't announce them as a terrorist group.
If this was an Italian name, they'd have been prosecuted already.
Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt. Okay, let me quickly. What is the next step? Do you think Comey says anything in the next 10 days?
I think they're challenging Comey to now explain to us what was so serious about all this.
Do you think he says anything?
I think so.
I think not.
I think he's gonna stick it right in their face. They shouldn't be wishing for this.
Okay.
Comey didn't do this because there's nothing. One thing he is not is unintelligent.
Oh, he is a smart man.
So
that we know.
Whatever caused this is something very serious.
Mayor Giuliani, America's mayor, thanks for being with us.